The Sharks are back, looking for the best products and businesses America has to offer. If they hear a great idea, they're ready to invest using their own money.
Why would I ever give you money at a value that guarantees I'll never get a return?
Here's the thing. It's a $54 billion industry. The biggest players.
Every guy comes in here and says that.
And fight each other for a piece of the action.
What's it going to take?
Twice the money you came here looking for.
Before you make a decision, I'm going to try to change his mind.
But first, the entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
The waste products can be $96 billion in gold.
Gold?
Gold.
It's very interesting, but most of it's nut bar factor 6.
I'm obsessed with them already.
The feeding frenzy is about to begin.
Who are the Sharks? They're 5 self-made, filthy rich investors. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who started a software business in his basement, which he eventually sold for $3.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran turned a $1,000 loan into a real estate empire worth hundreds of millions in the shark-filled city of Manhattan. Damon John is a fashion and branding expert who grew his homemade hats and t-shirts into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. And Mark Cuban, a self-made billionaire entrepreneur and the outspoken owner of the 2011 NBA champion Dallas Mavericks.
My name is Brenda Kaufman, and I'm from Kokomo, Indiana. I own and operate retail cookie stores throughout the state of Indiana and Florida. I am a hometown girl, and I married my high school sweetheart. And we have 2 wonderful children who are the pride and joy of our life. During college, to make ends meet, I started baking and selling cookies some Friday and Saturday nights. How many minutes are on that timer? Everyone loved the cookies, and so I thought, what a great time to start a cookie business. Hi, welcome to Blondie's Cookies. How are you folks today? I want to come to the Shark Tank because I want their help to grow this company into a household name. I want everyone to know Blondie's Cookies. Hi everyone, my name is Brenda Kaufman, but please call me Blondie. I'm the proud founder and operator of Blondie's Cookies, Inc., where we handcraft over 25 varieties of the best cookies and brownies you'll ever taste. I'm here seeking $200,000 for a 3% equity in Blondie's Cookies, Inc.
3%?
3%. I began baking when I was just 15 years old. My family encouraged my baking, and I quickly figured out I was pretty good at it. With a lot of support from my husband Mark and my wonderful mom Betty, my passion grew, and so did our new small little cookie business. I wanted to be the next Mrs. Fields. Today, Blondie's Cookies owns and operates 12 retail locations in Indiana and Florida. Oh, but wait, Sharks, be patient. The feeding frenzy is about to begin.
Thank you, Blondie.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
You're like a cartoon figure.
Oh,
Really?
enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Blondie.
You'll be sampling our top 5 sellers tonight, starting with our famous sprinkle cookie. It's a vanilla shortbread with our signature buttercream icing. Then we have our cocoa swirl cookie, which is a dark chocolate shortbread and a ganache frosting. Chocolate chip is next, white chocolate macadamia, and last but not least, our macadamia chewy bar. Wow.
Very sweet.
Wow.
That is fantastic.
When was the last time you had something that tasted that good for under $2?
Blondie,
Yes.
I can't help but ask. 200,000
Yes.
for 3%.
Yes.
That means you're valuing these cookies for over $5 million.
Our
Over
sales,
$6 million.
last year alone, guys, were $2.3 million. Our sales are scheduled at $2.5 million for
How much money did you
2011.
make?
Last year was a flat year. We opened 4 stores in Florida, all in the same time period. And with that investment, we didn't have a profitable year yet.
Why so many at once? It seems very, very
Yes.
aggressive.
Well, that's
In
a very
different territories.
good question. But when we knew we were expanding that far, for logistics purposes alone and for branding purposes, we knew we had to have more than one location.
help me understand. You have the 8 in Indiana, and then you moved to Florida. Florida a positive now, or is it still a drag, and what your plans are for those units?
Well, 2 of the stores in Florida are still not a year old. And I think what we underestimated as a business was we didn't realize how popular we were in Indiana. We didn't realize how good we were.
That's a nice spin there, Blondie.
Thank you.
Blondie, do you have
So
any
you're
other
saying the Florida
investors?
stores are losing a lot of money?
They are losing a lot of money their first year, yes.
How much?
How much?
Let's see, probably about $175,000.
So that was a mistake, wasn't it, going to Florida?
I don't think it's a mistake. I'm not a quitter.
That's not the point. Sometimes
Right.
you don't want to put good money after bad.
I still think the markets are wide open there, though. We just
What makes
haven't.
you say that? I mean,
Well, because we haven't captured the corporate clients in Florida like we have in Indiana.
And do you have any bank loans?
Sure, we do.
How much debt do you have?
About $800,000.
Oh, Blondie.
All the sharks are still in, but they've uncovered information that may have tanked Brenda's prospects.
Do you have any bank loans?
Sure, we do.
How much debt do you have?
About $800,000
Oh,
for the 4 new stores.
Blondie, you have to add your debt to the value. So you've just raised your multiple into the stratosphere. Never in the history of the planet Earth or the planet Zootron has a bakery traded for over 20 multiple, ever. So
Well,
you'd
never
have to
in
go to the
history
planet
of
Negatar.
Planet Neutron has a bakery done $2.5 million.
Look, I love your shtick and you're smiling and all that stuff, but you're making me a little crazy with this valuation because there's nothing proprietary about your cookies. I can hire a granny, put on a yellow outfit, smile like you do, and have her bake these in an oven.
You can't.
Yes,
You
I can.
cannot
Yes,
hire
I
a
can,
no, you
Blondie.
can't.
All
No, you
day
can't.
long.
What you're investing in is 4 things. We have a wonderful brand name that once people have the product, they immediately become brand loyal. Number 2, there is nothing on the market that tastes like Blondie's cookies. Absolutely nothing. Number 3, we have systems of 26 years. I didn't start doing this yesterday. I have been doing it for 26 years in the Midwest, which is an extremely tough market. And 4th, you have me, one of the hardest working CEOs I know.
I'm out.
Okay? I understand.
Blondie, I think you've done a phenomenal job of creating a brand. I think you got to pull in the horses and focus on the core, not the remote locations. I'm out.
Mrs. Fields grew to millions and millions of dollars before they were purchased by a larger company. We have the best product on the market, and we know what we're doing. We're a proven turnkey operation. I'm not asking you to come in and run my business. I know how to do cookies, but you know business, and you know how to go to those next levels, and you know how to get past those plateaus.
you know, Blondie, I don't like you. Because of you, I'm going to be in the gym for about 3 hours tonight. Cookies are good.
Thank you.
Where your business is right now, you went for it, and it hasn't quite turned out the way you planned. But that's created a significant problem for an investor, because my only hope of getting my money back is completely dependent on what happens in Florida.
Right.
You are all in, right?
Well, how many businesses expand 45% in 1 year?
Well, look, what happened is what happened, right? But you're asking me to put good money to help support what you already is telling us is bad money.
Right.
And that's the problem,
Well, the numbers
Blondie.
we talked
I'm
about.
out.
Barbara? Damon?
I tasted the cookies, blown away.
Thank you.
I'm obsessed with them already.
Thank you.
Then I started becoming mesmerized by you. I believe you're the brand. For 3% for $200,000, and you're valuing the business at $7 million.
No, not more than that with that.
More than that with debt. So, okay, 9. I'm out.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm just going to tell you what I really think, which is a
Sure.
hard thing to do because you're like a little bubbly angel here.
That's okay.
I feel like you've made a big mistake in opening the Florida stores, and I think on some level you know it. But what's going to work against you, because I know I have a good share of that myself, is your refusal to quit. That plus your honor. I could tell right away you're the type of person who commit to something as you mean it.
Sure. Our balance sheet's not looking good because we pay our bills.
No.
We don't bow
And you'll
out.
pay your bills until you die on your own sword.
That's right.
I'm out.
Okay. Appreciate that.
By the way, I'm going to eat all those cookies. So, sorry.
They're all for you.
I'm a
thanks.
customer.
Thank you.
Thanks, Blondie. Good luck.
Thank you. I'm a little disappointed, but I've never given up in 26 years, and I'm not giving up now we have the best product. It's all about the cookie at Blondie's.
Next up is Ben Wood, who believes his technology can be a game changer in the clothing business.
My name is Ben Wood. My company is View Sport. I'm seeking $500,000 in exchange for 20% equity in my company. Anyone working out, be it at home, in the gym, or in a training camp, wants to see results. That's why they do it. But to get results, you need to push yourself. And more often than not, we're willing to buy whatever gear necessary to help us achieve these results. That's why I created View Sport. View Sport sweat-activated technology is built into the fabric of t-shirts, so when you sweat, a secret logo appears in the shirt. It's motivation through perspiration. Here's how it works. Cody begins his workout, he starts to perspire. Fast forward 20 minutes into Cody's workout. His shirt just became personal motivation. And you can customize any of these shirts to have whatever logo you like up here. When you need that extra boost, that extra push in your workout, View Sport's going to do it for you. The market is crying out for something new, and we have it. We just need your relationships and capital to help drive sales.
What are the sales?
This year we've done 140,000, 80% of which has been done in the last 3 months.
Can I see one?
Sure. How about this one? So you can see it and appreciate it.
And is this your technology you invented, or did you license it?
No, this is my technology. I invented it, and it's patent pending right now.
How did you invent it?
My background's in chemistry. I was in medical school, and I was working out, and I saw sweat patterns on my shirt. I thought it would be kind of a novel idea to create messaging out of it. So I did significant research, and I dropped out of medical school.
Did you quit medical school?
I did.
You're doing this full time?
Full time.
So it's an interesting idea. I'm just trying to get my mind around whether that would cause me to buy the shirt.
It's not the shirt, it's the technology. Think of it as a new medium for branding.
So is your strategy to license the technology to players in the apparel business?
To license the technology not only to apparel players, but we can integrate the technology into other textiles.
So the 140,000 you've sold, has that been licensing?
No. What we've done is we have full decoration services that we take other people's shirts, like high school teams, college teams, we put this chemical on the shirt, subsequently applied to the shirt, and the shirt's ready to go to be sold.
You have to sweat to see the imprint.
No, you don't. That's the beauty of the technology. Think kids in water parks. Spray the shirt down, secret logos are
Well,
graphics
then you
appear.
have to be wet to actually see what follows.
Ben, would this model work if you simply gave me the chemical or a way to make the chemical?
That's the end game. We want to
do you
license
need
the
to
technology out.
Have you approached any companies about a licensing deal?
We have. Hurley's very interested in the product right now.
I have a question about the sweat factor. I could work out for 2 hours and barely sweat. How hard do you
You're
have
not
to
working
sweat?
out hard enough.
20-minute workout for an average individual will produce the results that you
The
want.
logo goes away pretty quickly,
Yeah,
Ben.
unfortunately, you sweat from the inside. So when you spray it from the outside, the effect isn't as good.
Okay, so let's see it work.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm not seeing a whole lot. Yeah.
No,
Have you had any complaints from customers that
Not
it wasn't
at all.
as
This
visible?
never happens.
This is falling apart right here.
come on, Ben. You got one foot in the tank and another on a banana peel.
There you can see.
See,
Well, I can read it.
Stronger. Be stronger.
Let me see.
As strong.
Is the material a cotton? Can I do it on 100% cotton?
That's polyester. We can do it on 100% cotton.
Then can that secondary word stronger be in black? Can it pop like the
It's all
original logo?
monochromatic. I'm working on colors right now.
So what is the $500,000? What are you going to use it on?
Well, the idea is to drive awareness of the technology. Having people go into the Nikes, the Hurleys of the world.
Sales team.
Sales team. And when people understand the technology and the word gets out, it's organic growth.
I know, but we're paying right now, and they don't know anything now about it.
I know, but
You don't see a problem with
no,
that?
I understand. But the reality is, if you look at our sales, you annualize them, we're looking at about $500,000 by the end of the year.
So then you wouldn't need our money.
No, but I do. I need your relationships.
So I'm working for my money once I give it to you.
You see the technology, there's a value in this. Obviously, you see something here. I think you do.
I'm out.
We just got a PO for the U.S. Naval Academy. They're going to order 1,500 shirts now, 1,500 shirts in the next month.
1,500?
Ben, you're a chemist. Let's reverse engineer the equation for this value, okay? What should I be making in a company that I want to sell somebody for $2.5 million?
500,000.
Right.
Yeah.
How much are you making?
We did 140,000 so far.
You're making squat.
He charged you 25 times.
I'm looking for a
He-
partnership.
he-
I'm looking for
he-
somebody
somebody else.
that's going to help this business grow.
Well,
You've
see, but
identified this as
you're
a
right.
great
No, I
technology.
get that, Ben. I get that, right?
Yeah.
So part of your role in coming into the Shark Tank is being able to strategize, and you ask for too much money, what you need is us.
Absolutely.
Because you strategized incorrectly, I'm out.
Ben, when I hear a valuation like this, I get a little insulted. Why would I ever give you money at a value that guarantees I'll never get a return?
Here's the thing. It's a $54 billion industry. The biggest players.
Every guy comes in here and says that.
All right, but Nike has a 4% market share.
Everybody says
Highly
that.
fragmented.
You're a
And we had
long line
one-
of guys that have made this strategic mistake. I'm very frustrated because I like the idea, but then I see stupidity. I really do. I see somebody who's arrogant and insulted me financially, which I take a lot of offense in. I'm out.
Ben, my reaction is this is too monochromatic. Can't read it. Takes too much sweat to actually get the big bonus of reading something on your chest. So I'm out because the product is terrible, I think, honestly.
You know, Ben, I'm not sold on the product. I do think it's a little bit gimmicky. I'm out.
I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. I asked for too much money, and I'm paying the price now. But I think they were short-sighted because this technology is revolutionary.
Next into the tank is Mark Sullivan, who believes he has a visionary invention that can do good and make money.
Hi, my name is Mark Sullivan, and I'm an inventor with over 1,000 inventions. And the technology I'm offering you today is the Sullivan generator. For only $1 million, I am offering 10% of my generator. This is an electric generator which harnesses the spin of the earth. It works by taking in salt water, it processes the water, and leaves behind the mineral precipitates. The water vapor is then delivered to a vortex chamber where the Coriolis effect spins this into a hurricane, which drives the turbines, which makes electricity. The waste products are the mineral precipitates, manganese, and gold.
What?
Gold.
Gold?
Gold.
G-O-L-D.
G-O-L-D.
We suck water in, we make it spin really fast.
Right.
And we produce electricity on one hand.
Right.
And gold bars on the other.
That's it. The waste products can be $96 billion in gold. So we can have over 200 of these generators set up all over the world. They're controlled over the internet. With your help and your business acumen, together, we can develop this new technology and leave a lasting legacy of goodness.
Mark, how long are you visiting Earth?
What's your background, Mark?
I have degrees in biomedical engineering and physics. I've been working on this for several years. You're the first that I have presented this to, so you have a great opportunity right now.
What's going on in that little tank?
Well, this is just a model to illustrate the force of the conservation of angular momentum.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about and what you said. So with that, I'm out.
If your theory is correct, would it not seem to make sense that in real-life hurricanes, there would be sprinkles of gold left somewhere?
That's right. The gold is left in the ocean.
So if I went to a hurricane area in the ocean, how much gold would I get out of that salt water?
We process 1 cubic mile of salt water. We're going to get 1,500 tons of gold as a waste product.
Yeah, but you still got to be able to process a cubic mile of water, of ocean water. It's enormous.
How big is the entire machine?
This is 100 feet tall.
So you're creating a synthetic hurricane and trapping it in a 100-foot high tube.
That's right.
If I gave you $1 million today, how long would it take to build the first one?
We would be operational in 9 months.
No way.
Wait.
My BS meter is going through the roof. It's going bing, 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 bing. I'm out.
What about the other 999 inventions? Did you ever make any money with those?
My inventions are making over $1 billion per year.
Can you name one that I would know?
Artificial hearts, artificial
You
kidney.
invented the artificial heart?
It's a left ventricular assist device.
Do you get money from that?
I do get some royalties, and I get royalties from my music. I write music. I design clothing. I sew.
I want to know what you sew.
Leather. And I sew ladies' skirts and vests and handbags.
It's a very fine line of being a genius and crazy. I'm just asking you. Has anybody ever said to you, you're crazy?
No, I've won engineering awards. I don't smoke. I don't drink.
I'm thinking maybe you should.
Mark, if I gave you 50,000 and Kevin gave you the other 950, how much gold would we make from the $50,000 machine?
It would be determined by the flow of water processed through the generator.
Mark, may I interrupt you? May I interrupt you in just a minute?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm out.
Look, Mark, enough of this. I made you a legitimate offer. I'll give you the 50,000 if you can get O'Leary to give you the other 950, because that man loves gold more than any other human being I've ever met.
Or I could just go buy some gold for $950,000.
But that's not fun. That's not fun.
Look, Mark, it's very interesting, but most of it's nut bar factor 6. I'm out.
Well, Mark, you weren't able to convince O'Leary, and only for that reason, I'm out too.
I guess you just didn't get it, you know, but that can happen, and this is the plight of the inventor.
Good luck.
Okay, bye-bye.
This way, Mark, this way.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that guy was great.
Maybe we're just too simple.
Maybe that was the best deal in the tank.
I think so, man.
In America, this is the land of opportunity and innovation, and inventors like me are what will save America.
Last season, we watched James Martin walk away from an offer from Kevin O'Leary for his wine by the glass business, Copa di Vino.
I'll buy 51% of it for $600,000.
The opportunity is greater than that.
I am going to go buy a $1,000 bottle of wine tonight, and I'm going to drink it because I'm weeping for the opportunity lost.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
He's a dead man walking.
Right.
Just another deal.
Let's see what he's up to now.
You know, walking away from a deal from Kevin O'Leary was brutal, but at the same time, Kevin O'Leary only wanted the patents. He didn't see any value in the brand. We wanted to build Copa di Vino as a brand.
You have those samples?
I'm proud to say that Copa di Vino's gone to $5 million in sales in 1 year. Take this one to Chicago. Business is booming. We're some of the largest retailers in the world. Walmart, Ralph's, Kroger's, 7-Eleven, you name it, they want us. This way a little. Take it in, looking good. My company is growing so fast that we're putting all our revenue back into inventory. We need capital fast. And that's why I'm going back.
I don't believe it.
I'm back.
Are you kidding me? Thought we kicked you to the curb.
James, you're still dead to me.
Nice to see all of you. My name's James Martin, founder and CEO of Copa di Vino. I'm here today seeking an investment of $300,000 for 5% of my company. You may all recall Copa di Vino, wine by the glass. No corkscrews, no extra glasses, just open and enjoy. Last time I was here, I told you I would revolutionize the wine world. I just launched the concept, but I'd had over $500,000 in sales in the first 6 months. Well, this year, I'm on track to sell over $5 million in sales. In truth, I cannot keep up with demand. I literally have twice the amount of orders than I can produce. And to catch up, I have to build a second bottling line. And that is why I'm here today, to give you that elusive second bite of the apple. We missed out on a perfect opportunity last time. Kevin, last time I was here, you told me you were going to drink a $1,000 bottle of wine while weeping over the missed opportunity. Agonize no more. This time around, we're going to make a deal. And to commemorate the occasion, I've bottled a $1,000 bottle of wine in my Copa glass. With your investment, we'll drink these together and we'll toast to the millions we'll continue to roll in. I ask all of you, please take a second look at Copa di Vino and become my partners. Can you hear it? That's opportunity knocking. Again.
Last time, you were stuck on the idea of taking a now proven technology and hoarding it for just yourself, when the real opportunity was to give the entire wine industry a license of this exact technology so that all wines could be sold this way. Instead of just making 5 million, you could make 500 million. And I wept like a child drinking a $2,000 bottle of wine, realizing I was unable to help you out of your madness and your insanity. Have you repented?
What was the offer you walked away from last time?
Last time I was here,
It was my offer.
you offered $600,000 for 51% of the IP and the patents.
And you know what? I said it was a great deal. It was even more than I would have offered. You screwed up.
You guys have great memories.
James, what are you drinking to come back here? You know we're not going to be as gentle and as tender as we was last time to you.
I don't remember gentle when I was here last time.
That was gentle.
I do remember someone standing here and professing the value of the brand, and now I see someone standing in front of you that's proven the value of the brand. And the value of the patents that you're really interested in are now much more valuable.
Look, when I last saw you, I said you were a dead man walking and you were dead to me. Now, are you a ghost or are you real?
You know what? I bottled a $1,000 bottle of wine so you and I could go ahead and put the past in the past. In the decision to bottle this, I created a name for you for this wine. I call it the Dead Man Walking. This is for you, buddy.
I like it, James, but I want to ask you a question that's going to help set you free. What if we could take the technology to the largest 3 players in the wine industry and license it to them? You keep doing what you're doing because you love it. You'll pay me a royalty of which you'll get 49%, and I will quadruple your net worth in 2 quarters by simply taking this to people that have distribution 50 times larger than you. And every time they sell something, you'll make money.
So we're right back to the original offer.
Yep.
Of course it is, because it's the right thing to do.
If my memory serves me correctly, you passed out some wine the last time.
You know, try passing wine out this easily with any other brand. There you go.
I'm waiting for the good stuff.
I wasn't interested last time, and I just want to be thoroughly entertained while you go back and forth with these guys, so I'm out. Thanks for the wine.
James, I don't want to do battle with you anymore. I want to figure out how to do business with you, because I want to drink that good wine, not the swill Barbara's drinking. I'd like to figure out, how can I invest in the piece that has the real value? Because wineries are a labor of love, and you are in love. I hate that business. I love the packaging business you have. You have a huge global opportunity, and I so much want to be your partner in that.
Look, I have a better understanding than I did last time, but I'm still not comfortable that a $6 million valuation, even with the marginal value of the intellectual property, is worth the investment. You need to start telling us that you're negotiable on the equity portion.
Very well said. I agree that we are here to negotiate. I think it's really important for you to take some of the information that I have more seriously, that I at this point, am an expert. No one in the world today knows wine by the glass in the marketplace like I do.
I agree. So what's it going to take? What are we going to do here?
Give me a chance to explain the valuation, okay? Most national brands, which we are becoming, sell for 2.5 to 3 times the gross dollar value. When you just sell a brand, it shifts over to...
You're not there yet.
When will I be there? One more year.
No.
But you're not.
James, you know, when you just came in here again, I was happy to see you for some reason. Like, oh, like an old friend. And he got a new haircut. But as I'm listening, I'm having the same visceral reaction to you. For some reason, and I hope you take it well, I didn't like you then, and I don't like you now.
But take it well.
But I don't know where that's coming from. I just have to say, I'm out.
I'm not arguing that you see it at $6 million, but you have to see that we see it at something less. Potentially, there's somewhere in the middle that we can meet, but we're asking you to start to move the needle and start to move the valuation so that we can respond. Normally, we don't do that. Normally, we say, you know what, we're just going to tell you, but you know what you're doing, you're very aware of your industry, you're very aware of the components of your business, so we're asking you.
It sounds like you guys have an interest in this, right? If we can work on a valuation, we may be able to make a deal here.
Which I've been saying for a long time.
You've tortured me so long, I'm going to put an offer out anyways. I'll do the $300,000 for 12%, because that's exactly what you're worth right now.
So you're saying the company's worth $2.5 million today?
It's exactly what it's worth. You have something of tremendous potential here, globally. At some point, I know I'll be able to convince you to set it free. And you'll make so much money, you can kick back on the Copa hillside and say, Kevin O'Leary was right. I'm so lucky to have him as a partner. That's what's going to happen. And my ticket to entry is $300,000. All right, you beat me into a pulp. Give me the good stuff. I can't take this anymore.
Before you make a decision,
Two sharks are out, and Kevin O'Leary has an offer on the table for James and his unique wine by the glass business, Copa di Vino.
I'll do the $300,000 for 12%, because that's exactly what you're worth right now.
before you make a decision, I'm going to try to change his mind on something. Do you have anybody you can call, you know, or got to go to the bathroom or anything?
I do have someone to call.
Go make your phone call, because we need a moment.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
12% isn't a whole lot of skin in the game. That's my problem.
That's my issue with it.
Right, that's my problem. I think we offer him more money at a slightly lower valuation among three of us.
I like it.
So we get more equity, more in the upside, right?
Why not try for 30 marks and get 10 each?
I don't think you'll go for it, but we can
try
negotiate.
that.
I think they're not appreciating you've got a proven technology, proven product, you've proven there's a market. And when I started Sam Adams, everybody thought it was a dumb idea and nobody would invest, and I only got like lowball offers. And look where Sam Adams is today. The passion will take you a long way.
Watch what he does when he comes back. He's going to be complicated again.
James, who did you call?
I called Jim Cook. He's the founder of Samuel Adams. He's basically the father of craft brewing in America. And Jim's been instrumental in bringing my company to this level.
What did he say to you?
Jim basically wanted to make sure that whoever I'm becoming a partner with, if they share in the dream, they understand the vision, they understand the possibilities.
Is he an investor in the company or an equity owner in the company?
Jim's an advisor.
An advisor. He doesn't have any equity.
No equity.
Then why didn't he just give you the money for your extra line that you need?
The best advice is going to come from someone who's not vested in your company.
You know, I really respect Cook. He's a legend in the beverage industry. No question. But he's not spending his money right now.
So what did he tell you to do with the $300,000 for 12% that Kevin offered you?
You know, basically it's half the price of what the value of my company is. And he recommended that if I'm interested in trying to have a partner as established as Mark Cuban, that it would be valuable to me to pay additionally above what I'm asking for an investment of 3%. So $300,000 for 8% of the company.
That's your counter.
That's my counter.
Mark Cuban's not interested in that.
And tell me why, Mark.
Because it's not enough skin in the game. Because you want the value of the Sharks and what we bring to the table. And that's an effort, right? Just like you've created a valuation, we have our own valuations of our time and our effort as well. And what I'm saying, it's just not worth it. What I suggested, and they agreed with, was that we need to get significant skin in the game, but it's worth putting in more money to get it. So what we suggested was $600,000 for 30%, because that's $200,000 a piece, 10% equity a piece, 3 rock stars to help support you and build your brand, and you still retain 70%, so you get significant amounts of leverage, and you have the capital, should you need it, to expand into other product lines to fund your growth.
Twice the money you came here looking for.
I agree that having more skin in the game makes a lot more sense for you guys. I agree that that could be a greater value and asset to my company. Does it get us a deal in the stadium next year in the Dallas Mavericks?
It gets you first crack. I can't make a promise just because we have a service organization that I have to go through. But when we were talking, you know, I own the Landmark Theaters, and quite a few of them sell alcohol. And single-serve wine and the bigger theaters serving alcohol makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Why can't...
You're talking yourself out of a sale. You need to make a decision.
Don't do this again, James.
James, you've done something nobody in the tank has ever done. You've been given the American dream to come back.
Who's in on this? It's you, and you?
Yes, sir.
All three.
Kevin, if I get that phone call from you all the time that says, we've got to split this company up.
No, James, Mark and I will keep Kevin in line. Don't worry. You've convinced me from the very get-go, because you went from $500,000 to $5 million and then $12 million next year. You were right about that concept.
You need to make a decision right now on what you want to do.
I want to be partners with you guys. But if I trade my company 30% for $600,000 and basically give my company at that kind of discount, and I don't have any kind of guarantee that I can even get into, the single stadium that you control, then I'm in a position where I'm trying to understand what kind of value that you might be adding.
Then you just have to decide.
Whoa. James, you wouldn't have come back here if you didn't see value in the tank and us. So don't ask us to start selling ourselves back to you now. You're the one that came back. We didn't go see you. No more talking. We made a very fair offer to you. You've got to make a decision.
It's $1 million bottle of wine. 30% of the company, that should go for $1.2 million, and I'm going to sell it for $600,000.
I don't think you're thinking clearly on that.
Well, hang on. Whoa, Kevin. I think he's saying yes. What are you saying?
James, let me drink one of those with you.
Kevin,
celebration of the deal.
James, what are you saying?
I'm out. You know what? I'm out. You screwed around. You're playing games, and there's nothing I hate more than playing games. You knew the number. You knew the number when you walked out. You knew the number when you walked in, and you came in and created drama.
No. I came in looking to make partners with you at a very reasonable valuation that was done by experts, not by someone that says, well, I see what the wine industry is, my friends have wineries. These are the top experts in the country who told me what my company's worth.
But none of them gave you any money.
You know as well as we all do that it's worth what someone will pay for it. I'm just telling you, James, I'm out.
Robert, Kevin, you guys gonna split it?
James, I'm really out. I mean, you just came here to waste our time. So,
cheers.
I'm sorry, but I think I've earned this.
I came here in good faith, really wishing for these sharks to become my partners. No one could share in that vision. It was all about the money and whether they could get a discount on the value of my company. I won't be back.
Next time on Shark Tank.
how is this business worth $1.8 million?
It's actually worth more than that.
I love that answer. It's worth more.
You're out of your mind.
Why?
You gotta smell it.
Oh,
It'll kick in the throat a little bit.
you want to go play in the toilet bowl.
None of you know the industry.
But I know how to make money.
What if I offered you $1.25 million for 100% of your
I've
company?
never seen greed like that. That's unbelievable greed.
Hey, Mark, when I become a billionaire, can I negotiate with people like that?
That is ridiculous. You don't do 100% deals. That's crazy. Thank you.
You're worse than women.
You hear kids planning to cheat on the SAT, so what would you do?